Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey man, say man, it's your boy DAALIGHT, man. Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Mafia Material Modcast, episode number 54. Got my bro-host World Pest in the building.
What up, though? And shit, it was good. Goddamn, lights out, whatever.
Yeah. Shit, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you really marvel with the content. So you always know when we're going live, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m.-ish. Y'all know how this shit go, you know. You can't always come in the house on time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be outside.
Sometimes you gotta take the ass whooping for being outside fast and speak like, come on.
You know what I'm saying? You know. Shout out CG in the chat.
CG was good.
Yeah, man. CG just posted rest in peace, John Forte. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because it's actually our first story, man. Rest in power, the life and legacy of John Forte, man. Brooklyn boy. You know? Yeah, it's like, damn, you know, it's always interesting, like the beginning of the year, like, you know, those first losses and shit, like the people who kind of like die within the first 30 days. Shit, you kind of like, wow, this shit, like, damn, you just made it over the threshold. They say, you ain't gonna finish this shit.
You didn't even make it out the first call.
Shit, crazy.
Nigga start. He like the nigga on the basketball court. Start, and then they blow the whistle and take their ass out. Huh?
Spoke over the whole week while we do this. So on Monday, January 12th, 2026, the hip hop world lost a voice that embodied both, you know, both the heights of musical genius and the harsh realities of, you know, the American justice system. John Forte, the Grammy-nominated producer and rapper, who really helped define, you know, the sound of the Fugees in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Was found dead in his home in Chilmark, Massachusetts, just 50 years old. So he was found unresponsive by a neighbor on his kitchen floor. Forte's passing had left, void in like the tight-knit community of Martha's Vineyard and shit in the global music scene. I didn't even know he was connected to Martha's Vineyard. That nigga like had a lot of shit about him that I didn't know when I was doing the thing. While the state medical examiner is currently investigating, authorities have stated there were no signs of foul play. And today, we're going to look at the life of a man who was more than just a collaborator on the Fugees' The Score album, but this nigga was actually a prodigy. And some might even say a survivor, and, you know, eventually a symbol of hope and reform. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hard year for the Fugees. Fry's going to jail for 15. John Forte died.
Lauren can't show up on time for shit.
We might get a Fugees reunion. Shit. They need something.
I don't want to see that shit.
I just want to see the old songs. After they perform the score, I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't want to see that shit. Born in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Shit, definitely a survivor.
Yeah, you can survive
John
Brownsville.
Forte.
You can survive anywhere.
Yeah, born in Brownsville, Brooklyn, Forte wasn't your typical aspiring rapper. This nigga was actually a classically trained violin prodigy who attended the prestigious Philip Exeter Academy on a scholarship. Now they saying like, you know, dual identity and shit. You know, you got the streets of Brooklyn and you got the halls of elite academia. You know what I mean? And I guess that's why I kind of always gave that nigga music like a little unique. Like he had like a little sophisticated ed type shit to his shit. Like
nigga had that violin playing in the back on all his beats.
Killing that shit. And in the mid-90s, he connected with Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean, and Prize as a key architect of the refugee camp All-Stars. Forte contributed heavily to the 1996 masterpiece, The Score, whether he was anchoring tracks like Cowboy, which was my shit. That Cowboy shit was crazy. And Family Business. His pen and production was essential to the album that sold 22 million copies and won a Grammy for Best Rap Album. Now, I think that's interesting. But, you know, their first albums flopped. Like, them niggas were dropping duds. So let me find out Forte was the nigga that came in and saved the day. He was the Dr. Dre on the refugee camp.
You know, niggas gotta come to New York and get their sauce. No matter where you at, in the immediate tri-state area or on the outskirts, you gotta come see Big Bro.
Yeah. Now, we gotta talk about the incident at Newark International. At the height of his fame, John Forte's life took a tragic turn. You know, despite his success, financial difficulties led him into a dangerous middleman role for a drug operation. So in July of 2000, it all came crashing down at Newark International Airport in a sting operation set up by the DEA. Forte was caught loading 2 suitcases containing 31 pounds, about 14 bricks of liquid cocaine into a taxi. The street value was estimated at $1.4 million. Now, the details of the trial were as dramatic as a movie. Forte maintained his innocence, claiming that he believed the bag contained cash, not drugs. He famously turned down plea deals that could have shortened his stay, choosing to fight the charges. He was acquitted of conspiracy, but convicted of possession with intent to distribute. Because of the sheer quantity, he was hit with the mandatory minimum sentence of 14 years in federal prison. To many, including his close friend and godmother, Carly Simon, the sentence was a staggering injustice for a first-time nonviolent offender. You know, I mean, yeah, but I don't know, my nigga. I mean, shit, 14 bricks. You got a year for each one. The way my mind works, that's a steal. Like, if the niggas...
Word. Like,
bro, if niggas catch me with 14 joints and say, we got 14 years for you, I'm taking it. Fuck you mean?
Nigga, that nigga came in the game, kingpin status. Nigga, when you got caught, you was already at the top of the game. Little do you know, nigga. So yeah, you caught that 14. That was a slap on the wrist. I'd have took that and ran with it.
God. So anything was shorter than 14. But just
Yeah,
think about it. Anything so under that, the whole thing about it is he took 14 or whatever and shit from like blowing trial like this and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Whatever they were offering him was less than 14.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unless he turned it down because they wanted him to snitch as part of the deal, then like I get it.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? 14 it is. But yeah, I mean, he got the mandatory minimum in the federal, you know what I'm saying, in the federal guideline system and shit like that. So, you know, like, yeah, normally that'd be a life sentence for a nigga.
Shit, in some cases, one brick is life sentence for a nigga.
Exactly.
That nigga escaped 14 of them bitches. Nigga, I'd have been skipping out of court like Michael Jackson on the Wiz. Nigga, get on down the road. Get out that motherfucker.
They get it over with. But Forte's story didn't end in a prison cell, though. A high-profile campaign led by Carly Simon and even Senator Orrin Hatch eventually reached the death of President George W. Bush. Old Bush.
W.
In a rare move, on November 24th, 2008, Bush commuted Forte's sentence. Yeah, that was right before Obama came in. But after 7 years behind bars, Forte walked free. He spent the next 18 years of his life making the most of every second, for real. It seemed like when I was going through the joint. He became an advocate for criminal justice reform, a composer for the Brooklyn Nets. Go Brooklyn. And most importantly, you know, a husband and father. Just last year, reports surfaced that Forte had suffered a serious health setback involving a seizure, which required ongoing medication. So while we wait for the final report from the medical examiner, his friends and family remember him, you know, not for his legal battles, but for his brilliance and, you know, his empathy and all of that. So, you know, Wyclef Jean, you know, I believe it posted something to the like, you know, this really hurts my brother, join the Angels, legends never die, and all that. And, you know, Forte's life was really like a symphony, high notes, deep resonant struggles, and, you know, leave behind a wife, Lara Fuller, I believe her name was, and he had 2 young children. And yeah, man, rest in power, John Forte, bro. That shit crazy. 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? From 1975 to 2026. So damn, you didn't even make the 51st birthday. Like your 51st birthday was coming up. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. But yeah.
He made the New Year, but missed. He made the New Year, but missed the wrap up. God damn.
Oh shit.
I ain't saying I want him to die early, but even if he would die right before the New Year, you'd have made the wrap up.
Crazy, yo.
John Forte. John Forte could have lived forever in the wrap up. Shout out to John Forte.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Definitely gonna bump that tonight. Staying alive. Staying alive. Yeah, that shit where him and Wyclef went off. Have to rock that tonight.
Oh shit. Yeah, y'all. So I'm still on the John Forte situation. The Material Podcast, episode 54. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.